think it has an exhaust leak too, because I don't hear much coming here. There, this one has some cobwebs. Yo, you want to give it just a little bit of gas? Maybe like a 2000 RPM on and off. It's a real shame, but let's see what the codes are first. So the battery wasn't replaced, it's the old one. So a lot of these codes might just be from a weak battery, but the engine is the main thing. So we'll post this and see what the people on Ren's list think, as it's not clear. Look at that Audi parts bin, trunk tie down points. So I'm just using a screwdriver as a stethoscope against the tragus of my ear, and it sounds like this cylinder here. You can hear it a lot better, but I'm gonna put a bucket and really test it out and see if we can hear a difference in sound for the ticking coming from everywhere. Because these score up at the bottom of the cylinder bore, not like normal engines at the top where they score. People cold start and start running them, and this happens. So you even have to, it's like way down at the bottom, hard to check. Very tricky engine when it gets cylinder liner scoring. And it's not even liner, it's an Alisil block. I think the previous ones were Locasil, so this engine could be toast, but let me check it out. See, the battery voltage isn't even that bad. It was probably just picking up an older code. Let's see, now that we've cleared the codes, what has come back. So the same codes. You see that lower cylinder liner, if you want to call it scoring thing, usually does not throw any codes. Starting to think there's a combination of an exhaust leak, but can't be sure. It does have a lot of more rust underneath than I thought. See, if it was an exhaust leak, it would have probably continued. See, the ticking is coming from the engine, not any kind of exhaust. But underneath, it definitely has some kind of an exhaust leak too, but you can't mix the two up. You see, whatever sound it is, whether it's coming from the bottom end, which is where these score, or if it's from an exhaust leak or a combination of both, it's hard to tell. See, you can see some exhaust repair here already. Hear anything really distinct from the exhaust. Maybe I'll get someone to rev it while I'm under here. Sounds like it definitely has some kind of an exhaust leak in combination with whatever's going on with the engine. Look at this cheap plastic peeling off of the vents. None of it there. But you do have it again over there. There's no mixing of any sort. Look at the O-rings on the dipstick with the rust. Bet you this thing hasn't seen an oil change for a long time. Or maybe that's just the quality of the steel that Porsche used here. Oil level's a bit above max, but it's good, clean. The engine is very VW Audi-esque, just like the RS4, with all of the brackets that are rusted and just small rusted pieces in the engine bay. But we'll see. Maybe this car's a goner. I think it's a scrapper. Check it out, it has the same awesome VW Audi door hinge system from the era. Okay, let's take it for a drive and see what it's like. Ticking increased there for a second when I put it in drive. So the car drives pretty normally. I mean, as you're going, it's pretty good. Again, is that problem going to be catastrophic at some point? That's what I don't know. So I will post on the forums just out of interest. Evap stuff I might fix just so the car can be possibly sold, maybe at a discount. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it'll run fine. It doesn't have any serious issue. But it's driving pretty good right now. So it's German car world, people. It's tricky stuff, and get yourself into something. Might think it's basic, it could be more serious, or you might be able to get away with it for a long time. So let's just drive this a little bit more, maybe do a pull on this street here. shaking. Sounds nice though. Alright, so after some of those harder pulls, after this car's been sitting for a while, all the temps are good. Battery voltage is okay. Let's do one more scan and see what's going on. But just so you can see, that ticking sound is still there. Honestly, might not be that far gone, or it could be something else on this car, but it definitely hasn't cleared up. Here, let's pop the hood and listen to it now. See, it seems to have even got a little bit worse, but I think that's one of the hallmarks of the cylinder scoring, way down near bottom dead center, like when you have to check when it's bottom dead center, and people don't even really know how to do it. There's only some people who kept those secrets, I think. But the scoring at the bottom is not only on cold start. You see the car is completely warm and has been driven hard, and it's still making the ticking sound. So even at a warm, hot idle, the ticking doesn't go away.